You motherfuckers ready to eat some soup? I didn't have anything to say to start funny, and I would like to apologize first and foremost. Welcome to the stream. I keep wanting to say it's crunch time every time I do the transition, but then I remind myself, wait, that's plagiarism. The reason that's popping into my head is because there is a streamer I watch who streams in the morning, and he says it's crunch time whenever, because the whole thing's like breakfast themed. It's Stephen George. But that keeps popping into my head, not like actually connecting it with anyone. And then I have to remind myself, no, that's something another person does. That's why it jumped into the brain. How you nerds doing? Welcome. So you'll remember, maybe, that last KOTOR stream a while ago. Last one technically went on for 6 hours, and only 2 hours of it were gameplay, and I just wandered around trying to trigger a quest, and it never came. Turns out I had to go into the save editor to make the quest work, so that's good, and really makes me feel better about this game. Back with food. Praise be. Hi, Donnie. So I went into the quest editor, I fixed the quest. So basically as soon as I load the game and leave the Ebon Hawk, we're gonna be thrown into a battle. And then I have nothing else to do other than go to the Starforge planet. So this is gonna be a pretty fast moving one, at least at the beginning. Lots of things will be happening. We'll see what happens once we get to the actual planet. But basically now we're gonna have a video game time. I deliberately wore this shirt because I like it and I like the color, but I hadn't ever seen it under a giant bright white light. So it's super washed out now instead of like the vibrant green that it's supposed to be. So that's fine. It just looks terrible now. Anyway, video game. I gotta move the window. Okay. Make sure the right save is loaded. This is the one I edited. Let me know audio things. So we're on the Ebon Hawk. Really all I need with me is it just a plain t-shirt or is there a graphic? No, it's just a plain like green t-shirt that I like found that in the laundry that I forgot I had, and I like it. I like the green color, but it's really washed out under this. There's nothing you're supposed to see. This is just me, like, thinking my thoughts aloud. Like, damn, this shirt doesn't look as good under the light. Anyway, we're gonna leave. Juhani's the important one. It wastes no time in this. Hello, Zor.
There she is. Get her, men. But remember, don't kill her.
Alright, fellas, Selkath Thug. Will it vary by planet? I assume it is not Selkath if he ambushes you on Korriban. Well, I suppose I should force wave. Stun everyone. Why does my mouse feels a little off? There we go. Oh my god, she jumping. What? Did we board the Ebon Hawk? Video game. Disable that when we're in the middle of a fight. Oh my god. They're still stunned. We'll take that one on last. Because if we move like an inch this way, then everything goes to hell. Oh, Zor is...
Yes?
Zor is like... stopping? Why is Zor stopping? Don't board the ship. Are you serious? Like, 3 streams trying to get this quest to activate, trying to do this fight, and it gets ruined because it's so close to the Ebon Hawk that it boards the characters auto-board the ship. This is a good game. This is a good game. Why is everything going to shit? What an encounter, LMAO. Yeah. He's dead.
You seem to have defeated me, Camp Airworm.
Why is he so quiet?
Laugh in the end.
What do you mean?
Yeah, what do you mean? He doesn't have long. What do you mean?
You may have killed me today, but I had the pleasure of killing off your species.
What?
Everyone who fought alongside the Mandalorians did it for their stupid concept of honor. Some of us just did it for the pleasure. The pleasure of seeing your world burn.
You animal! You wretch!
You should stab him. Lots of times. After he's dead.
And beyond your petty vengeance now, girl, you can never have your revenge.
Do not give in to the dark side. Just ignore him. You could kill him now. Giving in to the dark side means killing this man for killing your entire species. Okay, yes, it's vengeance. Yes, that's dark and bad. There's no... Don't give in to the dark side. Thank you, Star Wars.
I will not give him the satisfaction of seeing me give in.
I will not give him the satisfaction of me killing him.
People on Cather in the sky, on the ground, in their homes. I hunted them down like the animals they were, just to see them burn. But the treacherous beasts fought back and left me with injuries that meant I could never fight again. Or so they thought.
Or so Dr. Wily believed. Stop trying to provoke her. Yeah, he really has one goal in mind here. Not just the men, but children. Stop trying to provoke her.
No, I will not give it to him.
I ended up at the lower city of Duras, and what did I find? A few of
Why
those
this boy have a death
beasts
wish?
living there. The male was easy enough to best, but the females proved elusive. I didn't
Why is
know
he
what
so
happened to
quiet?
them after I killed the male. Until I saw this cursed woman on the auction block. But then the Jedi came and ruined everything before I could have
No, I was only able to kill most of the species, not the last one.
Kill my people. You treat us like animals. You deserve to die.
Do not give in, you're stronger than this. Attacking fascists actually makes you a fascist.
Give in and embrace your hate. You are no better than me. You are
Why is he being Palpatine?
I
Don't do it.
help me, please. Do not let me give in to my anger again.
Just step away. There is no emotion. Step away.
Your kind always were weak-minded.
No, I will not do this. He may die, but it will not be under my vengeance.
You coward. You weak.
Why did he want that so badly? What was the point of all that? Oh, death rattle. Advanced med pack. Okay, thank God you can't check the other corpses because I wouldn't have been able to check this one anyway because walking toward him boards the Ebon Hawk. That was cursed. That was a cursed encounter. Let me through. There's nothing there. Okay. Let's go check in on Juhani. Close encounters of the cursed kind.
That man was a beast, a monster. I am glad that the galaxy is now rid of him so he may not harm others again. I do regret, though, that he did not die by my hand.
We just went through this. He was dying anyway. Would have been wrong. What you did was best. You weren't strong enough to do it. As I'm standing there saying, don't kill him. Don't kill him. He's gonna die anyway. Don't kill him. Don't kill him. Don't kill him. Vengeance is bad. What you did was best.
I know, but must I always fear the lure of the dark side?
Yeah, that's how it works.
It was for the best. I am glad that you stood by my side during this. We should continue our journeys now. No reason for staying here for this.
You're right. We had literally no reason to be here other than this. So, to add on to how bugged that quest already is, fun fact, part of why it was so hard for me to find a bug fix for this, or any solution, was because looking up the bug related to this quest kept giving me things related to a different bug concerning this quest. So if you do this quest before anyone else's companion quest, or if you don't do this quest last, completing the Zor quest changes a variable and makes it so that no other messengers can show up that start the other companion quests. So completing Juhani's quest locks you out of all the other companion quests. That one's also fixable with the save editor. But why is this one so broken? I don't understand. Fun fact number 2, not related to bugs. Apparently in the Xbox version, Zor was human. They just changed him to a Twi'lek for the PC version for reasons. Anyway, this feels very anticlimactic, but we have one place left to go. Let me just make sure for the 48th time. We did this. We did this. We couldn't do anything with this. We did this. We are doing this. Couldn't do this. She's kidnapped. There's nothing left to do. Except go to the Starforge system. No entry in the Republic archives. You can't see it, but I'm watching myself leave Manon just for climactic factor. I already have the neck pain. This is fine. Am I gonna get attacked? Okay. There she is.
You are strong, child. But I will break you.
I'll never fall to the dark side. You think torture will turn me, Malik? You're a fool.
Torture? No, dear Bastila. You misunderstand. This is but a taste of the dark side to whet your appetite. When you finally swear loyalty to me, it will be willingly.
Never.
I'm actually shocking you to make you wish you had this power.
In your words, but I see the truth in your heart. The dark side calls to you, Bastila. You hunger to taste it. Become my apprentice, and all its power can be yours.
Okay, this one's not in engine. We are flying toward the system. It's a giant bright light. It just looks like a giant weirdly shaped sun. What if we kissed in the Manon spaceport? The whole Sith Fleet is here. Like all of it. Lots of pseudo Star Destroyers.
Starforge. I've never seen anything like it. I'm transmitting these coordinates to Admiral Dodonna. Maybe a quick strike by the Republic can cripple the Sith Fleet. Message is away. Now we can just wait for the Republic to show up. We should be safe here. We're outside their sensor range. Small vanguard of Sith fighters
What's
coming
that?
in hard. Someone needs to get on those gun turrets.
All right,
Take
I
those
expected
fighters out
this.
before they report our position to the main fleet.
One last ship fight, dogfight. That's what those are called. We're zooming around the system. That's what's happening, and the Ebon Hawk is getting shot. And fighters are chasing us. And more fighters are chasing us. Okay.
Incoming fighters.
One last hurrah. They have more health. One of those took longer to die than it usually does. Okay, there's 2 down, I think. I thought there were more fighters than usual, but no, this is gonna go fine. My phone is beeping at me. Oh, there he is. Come on, we're close. There we go. There's the planet in the distance. Okay, so that's a success.
We've got problems. We've flown in some kind of disruptor field. All my instruments are jammed. We've got massive overloads in all systems. I'm picking up a single planet in this system. I'll try and put us down there. Hold on. This may be a rough landing.
Oh boy. So this is a whole system. I actually hadn't like even thought about that. There are multiple planets here. Are we gonna be planet hopping in the end here? Oh, you can't see that, but this is a beach. This is like a nice planet. This is like, Scarah almost.
Whew. Talk about your rough landings, Karth. What's the matter? You're flying like you've been on an all-night Teresian ale drinking binge.
That disruptor field fried our stabilizers. We're lucky we made it down in one piece. But if I can't find the salvage to make repairs, I won't even be able to get the Ebon Hawk airborne again.
During our rather rapid descent, I noticed the holes
Stop
of
making
many
fun of his
ships
flying.
scattered across the landscape. Perhaps the parts you need can be found among the wreckage.
Sith aren't gonna make that easy.
Right. This planet's a technological
Okay,
graveyard.
racist.
I saw dozens of downed ships out there. That disruptor field must have wiped them all out. But where could it be coming from?
Even if we get the stabilizers fixed, we have to find and disable the source of that disruptor field before we can take off. Otherwise, we'll just end up crashing again.
This is true. A disruptor field could wipe out the entire Republic fleet. It could. I wonder why the Sith ships aren't affected by the disruptor field, because they've been programmed not to. Something Star Wars-y. But yeah, it could wipe out the Republic fleet.
You're right. That Sith fleet we saw must have some type of protection against the disruptor field. We have to find a way to disable it, or the Republic will be slaughtered.
T3's picking up massive power fluctuations on the ship's sensors. They seem to be coming from some
How
type of
different
large
is
stone
this if
structure
you
to the
don't
east.
pick up every
It looks like some kind of
companion?
ancient temple.
You all seem to be forgetting about Bastila. Like, T3's involved in this. Canderous is like, well, actually, you have to get Canderous, don't you? Canderous, Karth, and Bastila are, like, forced on you. I guess Jolie is, too. Is he? I don't think Mission is. You have to, like, avidly help her out. Don't you? Am I wrong? And T3, you just buy him. Like, he's totally optional. There's an ancient temple. You'll seem to be forgetting about Bastila.
We haven't forgotten about her, but we can't do her much good stuck down here. We have to help ourselves before we can help her.
I only hope we're not too late. Bastila has been Malak's prisoner for a long time.
And Johanny's definitely optional. You can kill her.
She will join him, and the Sith will be invincible.
Bastila would never turn to the dark side. Even together, they are no match for me. No qualms with the fact that you might have to fight, potentially kill the one that you kissed like 4 days ago. Bastila would never turn.
I fear Bastila will find the lure of the dark side difficult to resist. She is strong in the Force, but she's also impulsive, willful, and proud, as you once were, Revan.
Hey, Don't call me that. I'm not Revan anymore. Bastil has joined Malik. She'll suffer the same fate he does. Dear God, don't call me that.
I'm glad to hear you say that. Now that you know your true identity, I was afraid you might slip back over to the dark side. If Bastila feels as you do, there may yet be hope for her.
Well, if Bastila's on the Starforge like you think, Jolie, then we can't rescue her until we disable that disruptor field. The sooner we investigate that temple to the east, the better. We can probably find the wreckage of a downed ship along the way. And if we're lucky, we can salvage some stabilizers from it to get off this planet.
I hope everything works out as smooth as you make it sound, Karth.
Well, so do I, Mission. So do I.
Light side points gained. What, for saying I'm not Revan? How close am I to, like, light side mastery? Very close. Very close. Alright. Let us... Wait, hold on. What did I just do? I changed something with scripts. Oh, you can select different things. Okay. Let's disembark then. Wait. Oh, no, that's the wrong way.
Those wrecked ships we saw? We need to salvage some new stabilizers.
I didn't expect him to actually yell at me for going toward the pilot's seat. Alright, let's go then. I think Jolie and Karth. Alright, welcome to the beach. This is an oddly cool color temperature. Like my face is blue. The sand is blue. There's a Gizka here. I take it there's probably more than one. Alright, so I guess there's this, and then there's... I wonder how many planets I'm gonna have to... This is probably the only planet before the Starforge, but... Yeah. This would be why Thomas was saying, I don't actually know how long, you have left in the game. It's not just get the star map and then final battle. A little more complicated than that. Sith are eventually gonna find me. Oh! Hi. Is that a Mon Calamari? Are those Mon Calamari? Rakatan Warrior. Those are not Mon Calamari. They look like they could be related, but they do look off. Go after someone, Jason. Oh, I forgot about these saber blades.
Time to rumble.
I am pretty unstoppable now. Hey, fellas. You have defeated the murderous animals. We thank you, human, for saving us. Okay. What are those creatures? Those have a name. Well, of course they do. It's Star Wars, but... I just realized, I think that's the species Cad Bane is... Cad Bane from Clone Wars is. No problem. Well, they attacked me first. But if I had known you were there, I would have waited a couple minutes. What does that mean? They attacked me first. If your arrival had not been so fortuitously timed, we would have been in great danger. We thank you again for saving us. What are you doing here? We'd crashed here when our mining survey vessel encountered some strange sort of energy field. It disrupted our engine and power system and forced us to make a crash landing on this world. Our ship sank far out to sea, but a handful of us were able to make it to this island. More than you see here, though. Okay, where are the rest of you? Many have been killed at the hands of the locals. A few tried to swim to one of the closer islands, but we have not heard from them in many days. Of the 10 of us who remained here, we 2 are the only remaining survivors. So the native creatures killed the others. They attack any they come across. They are barbaric savages who feast upon the bodies of the dead. The only beings who crash here that can hold them off are the Mandalorians, and we dare not go near them. We know of their depredations too well. There are Mandalorians here? Yeah, I'm a little shocked. We're gonna come to contact with lots of people here. Yes, there are. More than you might think, although that may just be because they aren't killed as easily as we are. With their weapons, they raid and kill survivors and other survivors and can fight off the natives as well. They seem to have some sort of invisibility or light cloaking shield that hides them until they strike. This is familiar. Where are they? They are north of here by a large temple structure. We dare not approach it, for they would surely kill us. Naturally, they're right in front of where I need to be. We cannot delay here much longer. The longer we stay, the more likely either the Mandalorians or natives will find us and kill us. Why don't you try to get to one of the other islands? Didn't he say that some of them tried and died on the way? I believe that would be the best choice. The others have not returned, but it may be because they could find no way to. It would be worth the risk rather than stay here and face certain death. I thank you one last time, human, for saving us. We shall remember you and hope that should you escape, you will tell the Republic of those of us stranded here. Well, ideally we will have a fleet coming in and maybe they could do a big rescue. If they care. Alright, don't seem to be remains I can check here. Save real quick. Let's keep going. I worry that this end game is going to be too easy now. Just because I bought those sabers.
How'd you like that?
Does Jolie also have Force Wave? Because I don't think I used it twice. I got one left. That was fast. Force Wave killed most of those, like in two. Jolie's health isn't great though. Okay, now it's fine. Save again. Okay, these bodies generally don't seem to be able to be checked. Maybe that's just poor luck so far. More Gizka. Oh, we're having that grass issue again from the beginning of the game. There we go. Oh, temple exterior. Okay, what's this way first? This seems to be a fork. Past the Gizka. Grass issue? Okay, so there was like a weird thing where in some places the grass wouldn't actually show up. It would just blank out whatever was behind it. So like if there was grass here at Jason's feet, it would just make Jason's feet impossible to see. I mean, I guess I can pull it back up and show you what the issue was. See this? It's really bizarre. Like all the grass has this weird like thing on the outside of it that blanks out the rest of the graphics. Yeah, it's pretty terrible. We had that at the start and I didn't notice, or well, I noticed it. I didn't know that I could fix it by just turning the grass off until I reached Dantooine. But then when I had that weird issue and I reinstalled the game, it you know, reset all my settings. So, oh, okay, never mind. This is just a nice little overlook part. This really does look a lot like Scarah. Please, please, God, get around Karth. Gizka. Okay, off to the temple then. So yeah, when you play KOTOR, you should turn the grass off. Young Rancor. Alright, this is gonna be a good one. Oh, there's lots of them. Oh, the Rancor are immune. Thankfully, they go down real fast. Jolie is, down. Wow. Jesus. Okay, use one more Force Wave. Get rid of the stragglers. The Rancor's the issue here. Oh my god. I have, like, no healing items, I am realizing. Yeah, you absolutely should have, Okay, he's down. And there's just this boy left. Attack, please. There we go. Okay, my health is, bad. And Jolie's health is bad.
Yes?
Yes?
Yeah, that would have been pertinent to refill on before the final area of the game. Anyway, look at that temple. Isn't that epic? Star Wars. That seems to be a not young Rancor. That is a wild Rancor. There are several. Here's a few of them. Hey, buddy.
That hurt, I bet.
That did it. Oh, I guess we're just doing this now. We're going after all of them now.
That hurt, I bet.
Time to rumble.
That hurt, I bet. Funny, funny, funny. The line is comedic. Okay, this is actually going a lot better than the others were. Okay, thank you. Jason healed Jolie. Karth, you're really helping. You're really... Oh. Jolie, you're really helping.
Ready? I bet. What?
Well, those are down. I have nothing left in my force gauge. Okay, please get past him. Jason was in my way. Okay, are there more? Oh, no, I guess that was all of them. Well, let's hope they all stay dead. And when I exit the temple, I won't have to deal with all those again. I have my doubts. But it's temple run time. Funny, funny, funny. Comedy, funny. Powerful energy shield that prevents you from passing.
Yes?
Was this discussed before? I think it might have been. So we gotta find something. Disable that shield, I imagine. I'm just gonna walk around. Maybe there's an alternate entrance or something around here where I can disable the shield. There's nothing here and I can't walk any further. Keep walking. It says weird collision detection on the NPCs in particular. Okay, it looks like there's less over here. Maybe I'm wrong. There is this thing. I don't know what this thing is. Oh, okay. Mandalorians! Ah! I see. Alright, everyone go for that one. Why him? I don't know.
Ready?
Did I use wave and it just did nothing because I'm frozen? Can I just straight up not do anything? Should at least be able to use the force, right? There we go. Oh god, Jason's gonna go down. Oh my god, Jason, come on, please heal. Jason's down. There's no way Jason's living. Journal entry added. What? This battle's not even over yet. Jason be like, welcome to Cold City. Certainly the most powerful Mandalorians I've seen. Jason, attack! You're just standing here. You're not doing anything. You don't even have like a status effect on you. At least not a visible one. Oh my god. There's 2 more left. Okay. I'm not finishing this joke.
You asked for this.
Cool. Christ. That took a little. Okay, once I check these remains, I gotta take a quick break. I got a message from my parents about something that will take probably 5 minutes, but a necessary interruption. Okay, let me save real quick. I will be back. So, sorry about the interruption. That's the soon screen. Okay. That was, in fact, less than 5. Okay, welcome back. Okay, Thomas sends word of his eventual arrival. Praise be! The victory horns chime. Because horns chime. That's what they do. Okay, I killed those. Now, what is this about? Anything?
Yes, what's on your...
Do you know anything about this place?
I don't really know much about this place. Sorry.
Never mind.
You got it.
I mean, I figured that'd be the answer. I also figured there'd be a little more to it than that. I don't really know much about this place. I expected like a sarcastic, like, not sarcastic, like a disdainful, like, why the fuck would you think I know anything about this?
Got something on you.
What about you?
Hard to say what this planet is. Been lost for thousands of years, if not more. Smells like bad karma, so watch your step. And that's about all I got to say about
See, he had something.
Now, let's get going.
Karth was a...
Oh, I get it.
Karth was a resounding... Yeah? Okay. So I gotta get into that temple. But I gotta disable that shield. And nothing really happened here other than I killed Mandalorians, and there didn't seem to be anything for me to do. Okay. Oh. Okay. There's just a different way out. We will take this path then. Loot them? I did. They just had armor. But I can go to the South Beach from here. Hold on. Party selection. I'm gonna replace Karth real quick with Duras because I remembered something.
Yeah, what do you want?
What are your thoughts now? Now we can update on that quest.
I'm not happy with the way my life has turned. I'm not the Mandalore I once was. I don't even think I'm the merc I was when I joined you. I think I need something more than killing and fighting in my life. I need a purpose or something like that.
Something like that. Yeah, it'd be nice. What will you do? Isn't killing enough? That doesn't sound much like a Mandalorian. That's a good thing, don't push it. What will you do?
The way the Mandalorians, we fought. It holds no appeal for me. To rape and ravage worlds for the thrill of battle. It gets old. Very old. Honor in battle. Cheating death. Comrades in arms. The code of the Mandalore. I think I'm something different now. Maybe more, maybe less.
It's not that he has regrets over all the people he's killed. Or that fighting for the sake of fighting is morally wrong. He's just bored of it. It's gotten old. You aren't a Mandalorian now?
No. The time of the clans is past. I don't think the galaxy wants them anymore. Maybe in the future, but not now. Once my time with you is done, once you have moved on to greater things...
We're in the
I'll find my
midst
own
of greater
way.
things right now.
Maybe the Mandalorian clans will be reborn again. Maybe even under the Republic. Or the Sith. But dreaming about the future is stupid right now. We should get down to our business and finish it. If we survive all this, maybe we could talk about it then. Is there something else you want to know?
Do you know anything about this place?
This world is odd. It looks like a battlefield, but the environment here is lush and green. Whatever happened here was a long time ago. I have seen many strange worlds in my time, but this world is stranger still. I don't like this place. Something happened, or is happening here, and I don't like it. We should get out of here as soon as possible. You have anything else you want to ask?
Nah.
Your choice.
I am noticing pretty much all the architecture bears resemblance to the star maps when they're closed up. Gizka. Oh! Okay. Loot the Gizka. Let me just walk over to the thing that exploded. Fucking rip. Yeah, Jesus Christ. Alright. It's a minefield. Is that what we're talking about? Is that what's happening here? That doesn't actually use much of my force gauge. Of course that'll add up once I start. Okay. I was gonna say that'll add up once I start crossing more mines, but no, this is a Rancor field. Oh yeah, Duras is using those poison blades. Cool, okay. Everyone leveled up, neat. All the humans, let's do it. Force immunity paralysis master sense. What is master sense? As their connection to the Force continues to strengthen, the Jedi gains a supreme sense of self and the actions of others in combat. This feat grants +6 defense and is always active. This feat replaces Night Sense. Let me check a thing real quick. Okay, yes, there is audio. It seems to be kind of loud, just looking at the waveform. Is the audio loud? Too loud? So these are things I'm just auto granted. Master empathy. +3 bonus to persuade. Let's do that. More powers. Destroy droid. Not allowed to me. Okay, cool. Jolie has everything to go through. He could also use wave, or he could also use heal. Or we just throw something else in there. Well, everything else in there is pretty much... I think I missed it. There was like a gnat or something. Let's go heal. That way if Jason dies, we aren't completely fucked, because Jason is usually the most likely to die first. He is now the most powerful among us in terms of attack, but he kind of goes down quickly. Sort of a glass cannon, I suppose. We got zappies and some statues. So walking into the zappies, it kills me. I knew it would deal damage. It killed both.
What?
I knew it would deal damage. I wasn't expecting insta-death. The only reason the whole party didn't die is because Canderous was standing farther away. I suppose that was tempting fate, but... And it was a stupid move. I wanted to see what would happen.
What?
Yeah, let's keep going. So there's a lot of zappies here. Is there any way to turn any of it off? Oh, it's a maze. Why don't we all just walk in as a wide group of 3? You are not Rakata. What is your business here, off-worlder? Who are you? We are the elders, and you will answer our question. Who are you, and why have you come? I come seeking the Starforge. You are Revan. The council wishes to speak with you. You may enter. Oh, we just walk right in. I thought it was the thing we'd have to figure out. No, it's just scary. Imagine if you had an electric fence powered with like 50,000 watts just surrounding your backyard. Elder settlement. Hey fellas, living people! We of the Elder Council did not expect to see you again, Revan. We thought you had betrayed us. Why have you returned to our village after all this time? I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm not Revan anymore. That part of me is gone. I'm Jason Kimry now. That doesn't explain... That's like an identity switch. That's just telling them you've had an identity crisis. That doesn't tell them I do not remember betraying you. I have no clue what you're talking about. Your words are confusing. We recognize you. You are the one called Revan. You are the one who came here before. You and Malik, the one who served you. You promised to help us. In exchange for our aid, you swore to destroy the ancient evils of our Rakata ancestors. Are you saying this means nothing to you now? My mind was destroyed, my memories were lost. We do sense something different about you. Something that has changed. You are not the same as you were before. Perhaps your memory has been lost. I just told you! That's exactly what I said! Yet the power you wield, what you call the Force, is within you still. You can still help us, Revan, if we dare to trust you again. Ooh, okay. Persuade, lie. Lie! You can trust me. Persuade, you can trust me. If what you say is true, that you cannot remember when you were last here, then you must have many questions. Ask what you will, Revan, and we will try to help you understand. Tell me who you are. We are the Elders, descendants of the Rakata priests who served during the days of the Infinite Empire, over 20,000 of your galactic standard years ago. You met us the last time you came here. You arrived with Malik, your servant, 3 of your galactic standard years ago. We saw your ship plummet to the Earth, a victim of the disruptor field that guards this planet. You and Malik both survived the crash, though you were stranded here on our world. And in your search for a way off this planet, you discovered our enclave, just as you did this time. You used the Force to draw the Rakata language from our minds, even as you planted Basic into our skulls, so we could help you in your quest to escape this world. We helped you enter the Temple of the Ancients, you and Malik both, and you now, after all this time, you have returned, with your mind wiped clean. Is there anything else you wish to know? No, that seems to pretty much cover it. Do a lot of ships crash because of the disruptor field? This seems to be a commonality. Through the history of our world, many ships have fallen victim to the disruptor field. Most within the ships perish in the crash, though some creatures do survive. This is how the great war beasts you call rancors came to this world. Was someone, like, transporting rancors and they crashed? Few of the beasts survived the crash, and they were captured and trained by some of the more primitive Rakata tribes. More primitive tribes. I take it the ones who attacked me on sight, as opposed to you, who were like, holy shit, it's Revan. There are many Rakata in this world, though most are primitive and warlike tribes descended from the lower castes of the Infinite Empire. The most powerful of all these is the tribe of the One. Many times the warriors of the One's tribe has attacked our compound, hoping to gain the knowledge we guard, but our technology is far superior to theirs, and their attacks have failed. Okay, what about your tribe? We're the Elders, we're the Keepers of Knowledge, and the Guardians of the Temple of the Ancients. During the collapse of the Rakata Empire, the warlords unleashed weapons of terrible destruction that threatened to drive our species to extinction. In the devastation's aftermath, our ancestors locked the knowledge of such technology away in the temple so it could never be used again. Ever since then, we Elders have kept our vigil. Okay. I wonder how much lore there is about these boys. Because they seem important and mystical, but all I've gathered is they used to have an empire and they guard a temple. Tell me about the Temple of the Ancients. There is little I can tell you about the temple. I know the secrets of our ancestors are contained within, but the temple itself is barred to us. Only those who can command the Force can enter. Long ago, we Rakata had this power, but it has since been lost to us. That is why we helped you the last time you were here, Revan. You could enter the temple, but we could not. Okay. Completely unrelated, I need parts. Even if you repair your ship, you will not be able to leave this world until you enter the temple and disable the disruptor field that caused you to crash in the first place. As for the parts you seek, we cannot help you with. You might be able to salvage what you need if you explore some of the crash sites on this world. Most of the wrecks are quickly raided and stripped by the more primitive and warlike Rakata tribes. Though they do not understand the technology, they hoard whatever they can carry. So if I promise to help you, will you help me? Looks like I don't need you anymore. We trusted you once before, Revan, and you betrayed us. It is true that you can enter the temple and we cannot, but how can we trust you after last time? I'm a servant of the light now. I want to make amends for the mistakes of the past, the ones that I don't remember making. The part of me that was Revan is dead. Now I am Jason Kimry. I need to stop hitting my mic. I keep doing that by accident. I regret the mistakes of my past. Now I want to make amends. I love how, like, very often there is a lie option that is just an insincere copy of the other option. Part of me that was Revan is dead. Now I'm Jason Kimry. You say you are not who you once were, yet here on our world you repeat the pattern of your last visit. Like the last time you have crashed here. Like last time you've come seeking our help. How have you changed, Revan? Cannot prove what is in my heart, I only ask you judge me by my actions. The only actions they know of me are that I betrayed them once upon a time. We sense you mean the words you speak, but words are easy to say. It is actions that prove the true nature of your character. You must prove to us that you are not the same as you once were, Revan. You must prove that you had changed. How can I prove that? Recently, several of our scouts were captured by the One. Most of them were brutally slaughtered, but we have information that one of the scouts is still alive. They will use unimaginable tortures to force the scout to reveal everything he knows about our tribes, and once the One is done with him, the scout will be executed like the others. You must prove you have truly changed by risking your own life to save another. I've never done that before. Rescue our scout from the clutches of the One, and we will consider helping you. Okay. Do you want me to kill them? What? They didn't specifically, like, say the method, so maybe I can negotiate. We would prefer if you could find some way to save the prisoner without bloodshed, but we don't believe that will be possible. The One does not like to negotiate. So if I save the prisoner, you'll help me. Just by any means necessary. Risking your life to save the prisoner would show us that you are sincere about making amends for the past. Okay, I'll be back. The prisoner is being held in the chamber of the One himself. Return to us once he is free. Until then, you have free run of our enclave. Neat. Okay, cool. 1,000 experience points just for that conversation. What the fuck is wrong with his eyes? What the fuck? Star Wars. Star Wars. Hi, Jake. How you doing? We are in the end game. And the end game involves... I was gonna say fetch quests. It's not a fetch quest. I just have to go in and save a person. He looks like we used the liquefy tool on him in 8th grade. Do these boys have anything to say? Speak to our keeper of history. Was he the keeper of history, or is there... Oh, this is an extensive settlement. This is like the Sand People settlement. What's the TLDR for your last mission? It's the last planet. The last mission overall is like get to the Star Forge, which is this like ancient, what we assume is a weapon. We don't actually know yet. It's mysterious. And save one of my companions that has been kidnapped and is like about to turn to the dark side. But right now I've crashed on this planet and am trying to, so in trying to get to the Star Forge, some like disruptor field Star Wars made me crash on this planet and I have to escape. So, it's a process. I say it's the last planet. It's probably gonna take like 3 to 4 streams. Rundi Hadanga. You have returned at last, Revan. I was beginning to wonder what had happened to you in the temple. You know me? I don't know you. It's been apparently 3 years, and my mind has been wiped since then. You know me? I did not click that. We had met previously when last you encountered our enclave many years ago. You inquired as to my research then as well. You came here and gained access to the temple and were never heard from again. Some thought you might have betrayed us to the others, but they were never able to penetrate our defenses. But if you will help us now, then the time taken is nothing. Is there anything else you require? Well, he's a researcher. I guess he's the history boy that I was told about. That I should ask about the tribe. Sorry, but I just can't take this guy seriously. I just cannot. Then our Star Wars marathon is gonna be fun. What are you doing? Look into his eyes. What am I doing? You mean the purpose of my research here? What is your research? Why are there prisoners? I saw the cage. I saw there were people in them. I did not like process, wait, there are prisoners here. I walked into the prison. Both. Grow eye stalks. We'll get to the prisoners. American Indians watching Europeans show up with slaves. Thank you. What is your research? Click it. As you may have heard from our historians, in our distant past, we melded technology and the Force to create truly wondrous effects. I have been told you don't know how to use the Force anymore. We guided ships across the galaxy using our power, and incorporated its use into all aspects of our society. But something happened somewhere when you don't know how to write a history essay. What happened? I don't need to hear this. What happened? There are a variety of theories on what happened. Perhaps we became immune to the effects of the Force from overuse. Perhaps our breeding habits rendered our species insensitive to it over time. None truly know. Because the Force is genetic. The only discernible result was that we could no longer command the Force as we had. Its power had escaped us. It's because they aren't Palpatines. With its loss, our technologies could no longer hold us as far above the subjugated races we ruled, and our empire began to crumble. Oh no! Being unable to use the Force means your slaves rose up against you. In the end, only the members of our race left here on our home world survived. So what is your research then? I'd take it it's probably how to again command the Force. Every once in a while, there is an individual born who has an affinity for the Force. Maybe not the ability to use it directly, but at least the ability to remain open to it. I believe this is a sign that whatever genes our species had that gave us the ability to use the Force are not completely gone. I'm not gonna like this quest, am I? Perhaps when their ancestors of the current tribes fled beneath the surface, some retained this trait. We have been working for years to isolate this gene in an attempt to resurrect it in our species as well. We of the Elders do not have force sensitivity ourselves, but by harnessing the genetic structure of other tribes, we hope to be able to breed the gene back into our species. So that's what the prisoners are for. You're trying to do a eugenics. But you don't have the superior, it's like reverse eugenics. You are trying to take the better genes from others instead of like killing the ones or sterilizing the ones who have inferior genes. You have the inferior genes and you, what's his name? The eye guy. There are lots of eye guys. They are all eye guys. This one's like Lata or something. I don't know. I'm making a meme. Look up Rakata. Yeah. Rakata. You're capturing prisoners for their genes. You make us seem like monsters. You're doing a eugenics. Truly, we are not. We capture them, yes, but only because the tribes have become extremely xenophobic in their millennia trapped on this world. They would not aid us willingly and killed our messengers when we asked. Which justifies the imprisonment. I feel like it's not xenophobia as much as you capture us. We believe that if we get a large enough genetic sample, we can reintroduce the recessive, force-sensitive genes back into our people, allowing us to once again access the heritage of our past. Oh my. If this leads to a quest, I will not like this quest. Almost certainly. Would you like everything you dislike about Star Wars rolled into one RPG quest? You're trying to restore your empire, aren't you? That is another thing. These boys, were Imperial. Granted, I'm saying, oh, this is gonna be everything I dislike about Star Wars. They're not making a good first impression. They seem to be the bad boys. So you mean the temple? Yes, the temple. It can only be entered by those sensitive to the Force, so it has been barred to us for ages. What we may find inside will allow us to lift the other tribes out of the barbarism into which they have fallen and restore us as a productive force in the galaxy. We will use the Force to make those around us better through genetics. I honestly wasn't expecting any more like extensively developed planets. I expected just like sort of a final level where you fought through a bunch of things and maybe learned Sith history and then you finished the game. I was not expecting, oh, we're gonna have a discussion about eugenics now. That is the conclusion of this game. I wasn't watching, but I felt your stare. I felt it. You want to reunite the tribes? That's not quite... That is, to a degree, what he's saying. I feel like you're not interrogating it enough. I don't know how the Republic and the Sith would see you. Well, all three of these are Imperial powers. There are no non-Imperial powers except, like, the Manan. Also, that's the Selkath. They live on Manan. You're trying to restore your empire, aren't you? No, we do not want to fall down the paths that so twisted our people before. This time, perhaps we can redeem ourselves in the eyes of the galaxy and become a force of good. Through eugenics. I'm not misinterpreting this, right? How many times did he talk about the force-sensitive genes? Nazis aren't nationalists because they want to expand their borders. Fuck off, Dennis. How close are you to finishing your research? We are quite far along, having had centuries to work already, but with the arrival of another tribe on our island, we've been restricted in our movements to just our enclave. We've captured a few of their warriors, but the one that really interests us is their leader, the One. What's special about him? He's force sensitive? Those with the genes we seek! That's a phrase, seems to be marked with a destiny that causes them to rise above others as we did as a species early on. In hearing the stories of his warriors tell of the One, we believe he may hold some of the genes we seek. He may be nearing force sensitivity. Unfortunately, he and his people are much too aggressive and violent for us to ever get close enough to study him. His corpse would not do either, as only a living, working body is of use to us. Maybe in time, though, the differences between our people will lessen enough that we may study one another and gain the information we need. I don't know if your eugenics program is a good thing. Thank you for verbally acknowledging it. I was really afraid it wasn't going to. Like I knew the allegory was there. I am surprised that Star Wars is just straight up calling it eugenics. I don't know if this is a good thing. We would not revert to our old ways, rest assured, Revan. It's still eugenics. We merely seek data on genetic drifts and changes in the millennia of our imprisonment here. If only we had access to the knowledge of our ancestors. They must have known much, much more than us. They had a much greater population sample to work with. I believe that in the temple there may be the information we seek. Perhaps in old archives or scrolls, maybe even in an ancient computer if any is still functioning. This information would help us greatly in our work, and we would be very grateful to you for it. Is there anything else I can help you with? Okay. I challenge him on it being eugenics, and then suddenly he's like, no, this is about gathering information right after like several paragraphs of we are trying to resurrect force sensitivity with superior genes. No, it's just an intellectual pursuit. That's what happens when we let Jackson go to the genetics conference. What? What do you know about the temple? It is ancient, that we know, and it is guarded by advanced technology that only force-sensitive races can penetrate. Recently, we've seen ships coming and going from it, similar in design to ones that came at about the same time you did many years ago. Other than that, we do not know, although we would dearly like to find out. Okay, I'm gonna leave. Very well then, come and go as you please. Lawa. That's his name. Elder researcher. No, it's just about studying. It's an intellectual pursuit. That's why there are prisoners whose genes we are trying to steal. Elder droid. Beep, 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 boop. Okay. Elder worshiper, elder worshiper, elder worshiper. You all seem to be having a time in here. The council thinks you may help us. I hope that they are right. Not gonna help you with at least one specific part of your, program here. He said the Bobo thing. No, that was a different one. That was a different one. Twi'leks say the Chinawana Bobo thing. Okay, some healing items. They're just normal med packs, which really aren't super helpful at this stage in the game, in that they do like this much. Okay, advanced med packs. Any life support kits? I forgot to buy healing items before departing, which is annoying because this is a point of no return. I have crashed on this planet. I can't go back to any of the other planets. This is the end. That's how it works. Elder Ricotta. I'm going to steal from the wicker bin. Please be healing items. It's not healing items. Okay, I've just walked in a circle, so that's the exit. But this settlement seems to have a little more. Is that a local just us meme or a widespread thing? I assume it's not widespread because the only reason we started joking about it is because, like, that one was so funny to me. That clip was so funny to me that I would get distracted when reading dialogue from Twi'leks. I would miss dialogue because, like, I would hear that one and just, like, lose my entire train of thought. Which was not a complex train of thought, it's just words on a screen. Okay, there are more people here. Elder Ricotta, Keeper Orsa. Okay, I think he's the historian. Greetings once again, Revan. I am glad that you have returned. I couldn't believe that you had betrayed us, despite what the council said. Who are you? I'm sorry, I have no idea who you are. Who are you? My name is Orsa. I am the Keeper of History for the Elders. The last time you were here, you had many questions for me. The council told us all of the destruction of your memories, but still I had hoped you might recall something of our past discussion. Nope. Look on the bright side. We can have all those discussions again. That's a good thing. Look on the bright side. You can repeat all the things you told me 3 years ago. Well, it's been 3 years. He's probably not going to be too bothered by it. Who am I kidding? He's a historian. He will relish any chance to scream all the history facts, even if it's the same guy again. Look on the bright side. Yes, I suppose that is true. As you can imagine, I have few opportunities to share my knowledge with those outside our enclave. See, historian minds think alike. Actually, I do have a few questions for you. Yes, of course, although you must forgive me if some of this starts to feel familiar. After all, we did go into the history of the Rakata at some length the last time you were here. I will do my best to enlighten you with the knowledge I hold. What subject do you wish to learn about? Alright, oh my god, it's gonna be a giant lore dump. Here we go. Not that I'm surprised. Tell me about the beginnings of your empire. Long ago, we Rakata were a great spacefaring people. Our ships combined technology and the power of the Force, and we were able to pilot them to the farthest reaches of the galaxy. Everywhere we went, we found civilizations less advanced and weaker than our own, but instead of helping them advance, we conquered and enslaved them. They were the race that enslaved the Sand People, I think. We had this exact, like, sort of history discussion, on Tatooine. Back then, we could still command the Force. That combined with our advanced technology, I missed all that. Over time, we lost our ability to use the Force. I know that. Some believe we had used the Force for so long that we evolved biologically and became immune to its effects. Oh god. In any case, once we lost our sensitivity to the Force, our empire began to fracture. We had to revert to more conventional space travel using inferior technology. Our ultimate collapse was inevitable. So, whenever I spoke to the Sand People on Tatooine, they were talking about how this ancient race, like, enslaved them years and years ago. Like millennia ago. And they spoke in very vague terms because they, you know, don't remember these. These were just stories passed down orally. So the stories were, you know, distorted over time, but I'm pretty sure these are the ones. How did the Empire collapse? Long ago, the Rakata ruled all the known galaxy. All the species bound down to us. But we were a corrupt people, and in our fall from glory, there are terrible lessons that must be learned. The Infinite Empire was built on slaughter. It was inevitable it should collapse upon itself. War, plague, and slave rebellion forced us to retreat back here to our hidden homeworld. Here, conflict among power-hungry warlords escalated into full civil war. Terrible weapons of mass destruction were unleashed, driving most of the Rakata far beneath the earth for shelter. Fallout happened in Star Wars. The devastation ravaged the world. Our people were scattered, our cities leveled, our very existence all but erased. The glory of the Infinite Empire is now nothing but dust and bones. In the past few thousand years, small bands of Rakata have begun to return to the surface, but they are primitive and superstitious creatures. Only we elders remember anything of the true past. This is supposed to be an allegory for, like, what would have happened had, like, World War II reached, like, its logical conclusion if it hadn't ended the way it did. We're talking eugenics. We're talking nuclear devastation. Interesting. I do really like that it's bringing up the eugenics question, because, like, once Star Wars went from anyone can use the Force to the Force is about your blood, like, people naturally, of course, started saying, well, Star Wars is a little implicitly fascist, or the Jedi are. And as far as I had known, no Star Wars fiction had ever, like, confronted that. And then here we are. We've got this race that's like, oh, we know the Force is genetic. We're trying to reintroduce it through eugenics. That's the first time I've seen Star Wars, like, actually confront that question. Do you know how to disable the disruptor? That's not a history question. Do you know how to disable the disruptor field? I have to go into the temple. The disruptor field is one of the ancient defenses of the Starforge. A great generator within the Temple of the Ancients fuels it. You will have to enter the temple to disable it. Okay. Do you know where I can find parts to repair my ship? We do not have what you need, but the Tribe of the One often takes pieces from the ships that crash onto the planet, though they do not understand the technology they are hoarding. You might find the parts you need in their camp back toward the beach where your ship first crashed, or you could try to salvage the parts you need from the wrecks scattered about the island. Okay, so there are multiple ways to go about this. Other questions. Tell me about the tribe of elders. We elders are descendants of the holy priest caste of the Infinite Empire, survivors of the terrible weapons unleashed by the warlords during the final collapse of our empire. Inside the Temple of the Ancients, our ancestors were safe from the devastation that forced the other Rakata to flee underground. We emerged from the temple to find an empty and ruined land. It's a vault. This is Fallout. At last we understood the terrible power of our own technology. To ensure it could never be unleashed upon us again, we sealed the ancient knowledge within the temple. Okay. What do you know about the other Rakata tribes? They're gonna spew some bullshit about how they're all primitive and violent and terrible. Many centuries ago, the other Rakata began to emerge from the underground The underground warrens? Is that a word? But these Rakata were as violent as the warlords they had fled many millennia ago. After centuries of battle and bloodshed, the tribe of the One has emerged as the strongest of them all. Now the One, lured by half-remembered legends of his people, lusts to possess the terrible power locked inside the temple. We can never allow that to happen. So he understands that, but he has no idea what the technology he hoards is for. Have you tried reasoning with the One? Can't you just use your technology to wipe them out? Let's not give them that idea. They've probably thought about it, though. Have you tried reasoning with them? When the One first arrived on this island, we sent emissaries under a flag of truce to try and negotiate with his tribe, but all our envoys were brutally slaughtered. We do have the technology to destroy the One and his followers, but if we kill them all, then we will only prove that we have learned nothing over the past 20,000 years. Eugenics, okay. Widespread slaughter, not okay. The One is mad with power. We choose not to fight him, so our only course of action is to stay here in isolation where we are safe, just as we have done for the past 20,000 years. Okay, anything else? Two more. What do you know about the Temple of the Ancients? The temple is a sacred place of terrible secrets. All the dark mysteries of the Rakata are housed within its stone walls, which pulse with the living power of the Ancients. Only those who can command this power, what you call the Force, can enter the temple. Many centuries ago, there were still a few among us who could pass within its walls. But living in the shadow of the temple, we became desensitized to this power. As you yourself said the last time you were here, we elders are no longer Force sensitive. Can any of the Rakata enter the temple? Allegedly, the One is Force sensitive. Isolation, 20,000 years. Oh no, mood. They were wiped out by a plague years ago, and since then have not wanted to leave their homes. Can any of the Rakata enter the temple? None of the Rakata can control the Force now, but long ago there were those who could pass through the barrier. Our ancestors created the energy shield around the building as a second line of defense, but the energy shield was created using technology within the temple itself. Once we helped you and Malik to get past the barrier, you discovered a way to lower the shields at will from within the temple itself. After this, you had no further need of us. The once hallowed ground of the temple is now overrun with the followers of Malik, who can command the Force, those you call the Dark Jedi. The Dark Jedi are in the temple. See, I was assuming it was barren. That once I got in there, there would be like ancient defenses I'd have to fight back. No, the Dark Jedi are just like waiting in there. Okay, can you tell me about the Starforge? Much of our knowledge of the Starforge is lost, of course it is. It was built during the height of the Infinite Empire long ago. All we know now is that it casts a terrible shadow across our world. We elders have longed to destroy the Starforge for many generations, to cleanse ourselves of its evil presence, but we have neither the knowledge nor the capability. When you and Malik last came here, we saw you as saviors. We let you into the temple so you could destroy the Starforge, but instead you harnessed its dark power for yourselves. You awakened a dormant evil. Your fleet helped spread the corruption of the Starforge throughout the galaxy, and now you return as our last hope to stop what you once started. Cool. Good. I'm gonna leave now. Well, let me make sure there's nothing else. Yeah, okay. I did it. I exhausted the lore. If you ever have any questions for me, I'll be happy to try and answer them. Okay, cool. 500 experience points just for asking. I can go into the computer room. Rakatan computer. Epic hologram boy. Wicker footlocker. Give me your healing items, please God. No healing items. That's Jolie. I'm mostly here to loot this place. That's what I'm here for. The info is just an added bonus. I think something bit me on the lip, like right here. One of those really tiny little bumps that won't stop itching. It's really great. I'm happy. Okay. Let's break into their computer. User verification. User species equals non-Rakata. Access to auxiliary archives is restricted to Rakata or approved servants. Slaves may not access the archives. I do serve the Rakata. How else would I learn the language? Logical. User speaks the language of the Rakata in order to serve them. User added to authorized list of non-Rakata. Notice, further information can be obtained from the main archives within the Temple of the Ancients. Downloading codes to bypass exterior energy fields surrounding temple. Oh, that was easy. My archives are ready for information retrieval and download into remote data pad storage. Please select a topic. Did he just turn off the... No, okay, how do I... Well, did he just turn off the energy field outside the temple? Can I go in the temple now? Did I interpret that right? I'm looking for the secrets of the ancient Rakata. Searching, retrieving information. These secrets are locked within the Temple of the Ancients. The Elders sealed this information away to prevent the technology from falling into the wrong hands. They're the Brotherhood of Steel! Why is there so much fallout? How can I get into the temple? Searching, retrieving information. The shields constructed by the Elders to guard the temple are controlled from the summit of the structure. Anyone inside the temple may temporarily shut down the shields. There is only one way to gain access to the temple from the outside. The shields are designed to lower in response to a ritualistic chant detailed in the ancient text held by the Keeper of the History. So I gotta go ask him about that. To protect the secrets within the temple, the chant will only work if spoken by the Rakata. No other species can create the proper intonations that will trigger shield deactivation. Great, I gotta get one of them on my side enough to have them do the chant for me. Which is great, because I don't really like them. Tell me about the Starforge. Searching. Error. No information on Starforge detected. Information may be recorded in the databanks within the Temple of the Ancients. Tell me about the Temple of the Ancients. The temple is a sacred place of ancient secrets. All the dark mysteries of the Rakata are housed within its stone walls, which pulse with the living power of the ancients. Only those who can command the Force can enter the temple. None among the Rakata still have this ability, though the Elders are seeking to breed a Force-sensitive being. Christ, that's a sentence. How can I get into the temple? Didn't I ask this? Yes, I did. Okay. Ask something else. I want to know about the history. This is all stuff I already know. I want to know about the history. At its peak, the infinite empire of the Rakata ruled over 500 planets and was comprised of 10 billion Rakata and over 1 trillion slaves scattered across the galaxy. But over time, the empire grew weak and corrupt and turned against itself. Civil wars, slave rebellions, and a great plague! Said that jokingly! Great plague spread throughout the galaxy. Its origins were unknown. Perhaps the creation of an enslaved species. Perhaps a mutation of a natural virus. It killed only Rakata, and it spread to every corner of the galaxy. The infinite empire crumbled into dust as the Rakata survivors fled back here to their homeworld, isolated and hidden from the rest of the galaxy. I don't think the historian mentioned the plague. Even hidden here on this forgotten planet, they were not safe. Millions died from the deadly plague. Many more died in the never-ending civil war. The history of the Infinite Empire ended 20,000 years ago. Now the Rakata are nothing but a few scattered, primitive tribes battling for dominance and control. Talking about the Elders? Tell me, computer, what are your thoughts on them? The Elders are descended from the Rakata priest caste, I knew that. They isolated themselves on this island, far away from the rest of Rakata society, hid the secret technology within the temple, because they didn't want people to fall in the wrong hands. Fearing it could be used to bring about the extinction of the Rakata species. Deprived of the knowledge of the ancients, the other Rakata degenerated into primitive tribes engaged in constant warfare. Only the Elders have preserved the true history of this world. So that's why. They specifically, like, by hiding the information, they caused the others to fall into genetic inferiority, while still developing potential force sensitivity, I suppose. I already asked about the temple, didn't I? Yep. Nope, I didn't. I don't know what I just asked. Okay, I think I'm done here. Looks like it. I guess go back to the historian right here. Do you know how to disable the disruptor field? I already asked that, didn't I? You left to enter the temple to oh wait, no, that's different. No, I'm asking how do I get into the temple? What do you know about the temple? Why is there an energy field outside the temple then? Okay. Nope, nothing here. Okay, in that case, I imagine my quest has probably... Trapped on a nameless world. Elders have offered to get you inside the Temple of the Ancients if you rescue one of their tribe being held hostage in the camp of the One. So I just need to go back to my ship and find the tribe and then save the hostage. While doing nothing about the hostages that these boys have taken. How different are you people really? You just have more motivation to kidnap these people. You just have eugenics behind you. Researching the genetic history of their people in an attempt to make them force sensitive again. They think there may be info stored in the temple. Okay, so all I really have is, to head back to my ship. Okay. We're at the hour-and-a-half mark, which is a little longer than I expected, so I'm gonna go and take my break real quick. Stretch and everything. I will see you nerds in a couple minutes. Bye, pals. gamer time is upon us. Yet again. Hey, pals. So, if you're just showing up, we're on the Ricotta planet, talking to Ricotta and helping them with their eugenics project. Not yet, but we're getting close. So now I think I just need to, let me make sure. Yes, okay, it is up. Wait, has there been no chatting since I left about 10 minutes ago and now 4 viewers? Epic. I guess not. I did leave briefly. I did, go to intermission, go take a break, scarf down a protein bar. But yeah, now, hi Raymond, how you doing? That was an event that interrupted my thought process. Hi Raymond, how are you? Why are you in front of me? What was I saying? I am on the Ricotta planet and I am helping the Ricotta elders get hostages back from the tribe of the One. It doesn't make much sense to me quite yet either. Let me make sure okay, I was afraid I muted the game while I was out. Okay, so I think I just need to head back to the Ebon Hawk. Good thing I can't just warp back there. I gotta retrace all my steps, and there are Rancors again. Hey fellas, how are you? Oh boy. Oh, my health is already bad. My health is already bad. Oh, he's down. Bye, Jason. Christ almighty. Let's kill the rest of these without you. Doing okay, just thinking of trying out the Wario Land games soon. You? I'm pretty decent. I recommend. Wario Land 1 is really good. It's the least like all the others, but 1 is really good. 2 is got a bunch of branching paths and multiple endings and things, and that's really good. I never 100%ed 2. In 2018, I was well on my way to 100%ing Wario Land 2, and I own the first 4. I just never played any of 3 or 4 because I was planning on going through them in order. But 2's really good. Nothing like in particular made me made me abandon them, so I recommend them. So I'm trying to get into this temple here, but there's an energy field around it that only that tribe that I just left can help me get through. So in exchange for their help, I have to go save hostages from one of the local tribes, which they keep telling me is super primitive and terrible and warlike. I have been attacked by them, so they're probably correct to some degree, but also I feel like I'll be able to negotiate with them, I say as a group of warriors shows up in front of my face. Thankfully, these are really, really easy to kill. Just do Force Wave twice. They all die. Okay, they all get very close to death. See? Come on, take him down. There we go. Oh, there is a path I didn't take. This way. I guess this is probably where the tribe is. This is surprisingly expansive. North Beach. Oh my god. Guys, where are you? Jolie, what did you get stuck on? Thank you. Let's keep going, fellas. Walking is not difficult. Okay, nothing so far. This planet is pretty. I like this planet. Okay, what's happening? Hey fellas, everyone, and their Rancor pets. We have seen you, interloper. You are a servant of the elders. By order of the One, you must die. Oh, no chance to persuade them otherwise. It's just fight time with 4 of these and 2 Rancors, meaning Jason will probably die. The Rakatan, however, will be very quick work. If I can walk past the Rancor. That Rancor was stunned by a Force Wave, which was surprising. Hold on, let me do that. I thought they were immune. Okay, you are immune? The game just told me you weren't immune, and the other one is stunned. I think it intends to say it did a saving throw, not that they're immune. Because that one, both of those were stunned at various points. Well, I feel like we've killed enough of these that I've ruined all chances of negotiation. Are they really gonna be forgiving of me whenever I walk in and I'm like, yeah, how many of you have I slaughtered? They attacked first. That's not gonna hold water. So he said I'm a servant of the One, and or servant of the Elders, and that's why they attacked me. But theoretically, you can walk through here before speaking to the Elders, so I'm curious if that encounter happens, or if it just happens in a different way. Ricotta, Luo. Oh, I have a feeling I'm able to talk to all these people, but I did things in the wrong order. Go take down Luo, I suppose. Where are these? Okay. Where are these? He says about his companions. Okay, that went relatively quickly. Go ahead and loot all the things. Please loot the thing. Jason, it's not difficult. You just open the basket. Your health is not wonderful right now. Cool. Keep going. I guess we're just slaughtering this place now. I am curious if that's how this happens. If I come here first. Because they are not happy that I serve the Elders. At least I take it that's why they're all attacking me. The first group cited that as their motivation. Maybe these boys are just mad that I'm, invading their home unannounced. This is also pretty fair. Please check the thing. Jason, you just freeze up a lot. It is very common. Don't open that again. Can I not open this one? That's a no. Fat no. How many of you are in here? Lore Master Jarshi. Lore Master Jarshi doesn't get to live, apparently. Lore Master Jarshi is unhappy with me. This is all technically self-defense, but I feel terrible about it. Which is fair, I think. I'm just waltzing into these people's homes, and you could also argue they're acting in self-defense. I just walked in here and they were like, oh my god. This doesn't feel like what I'm supposed to be doing, if that makes sense. I haven't found any hostages yet. I imagine they're just on the other side of the building. Building, he says. Look at these skies. You can see the clouds above. Use Force Wave, again, it affects everyone and will kill them all very quickly. That one took no damage. Imagine if other games had NPCs that behave like that. You walk in their homes and they immediately freak out. Would you mind attacking him? I would sincerely appreciate it. Okay, there we go. All right, fellas, we did it. They're all dead. I think. Is this all of it? I see no hostages yet. Okay, there is more. Oh, there's a lot more than I expected. I thought there'd just be one more room. Hi, fellas. Particularly the Zelda series. I'm specifically thinking about how they don't like it when you break their pots. I want to stream Wind Waker at some point. You know exactly which encounter I'm thinking of. But I want to stream Wind Waker sometime. But that's one of those that, like, I've played before. So, well, granted, so is Super Paper Mario, and I plan on streaming that very soon. But that's one of those, it's like, I've already played that. The whole point of me streaming is to get through games I haven't played. My saber blades weren't even out whenever I did that first attack. It's kind of funny. These battles are going by real fast. Is it all down to these new saber crystals I bought, or are these just designed to be easy since there's a lot of them? Anyway, this seems like an arena type place. Hi everyone, I see a Rancor. The Black Rakata shall never fall to you. Wait, these aren't even the Tribe of the One? Wait, what? Or is that just a different name for the Tribe of the One? I am here for the Tribe of the One. I see no hostages. The One. There he is. Go for him first. The One. Amazing. Yeah. Yeah. Go after him. Take him down first. Let the others take care of the Rancors because Jason almost always gets taken out by the Rancors. He's a harder one. Sure. Please take him down. There we go. Okay, he's down. Rancors now. The ones that serve an actual, like, real bad threat. Like, Jolie's about to die. Jolie's gonna die before I use heal. Yep, I was correct. Well, I get this is gonna actually be a hard one, so I suppose we need to focus our efforts all on the same one, which we already are. Wait, no, there's a warrior in the middle of all that. Jesus. Well, thankfully that will be taken out by a wave, I think. Canderous is about to die. Oh, no, wait, no, we won that. Like, a second after I said that. Cool. Okay, that happened. Neat. Can I loot the one? Remains. Is that him? There's a lever. What's the lever for? Cage lever. Oh, that's what he used to let them out. I never saw a, hostage. They also said... I'm curious if there is a bloodless solution to this, because they all did just attack. And the elders did specifically say, we would prefer a bloodless solution, but we doubt that is possible. Why did it switch to Jolie? There's a lot of stuff in here. Thank God there's no inventory restrictions here. Right? They wanted... Trapped in a nameless world. The one is dead, slaughtered by your hand. You won't be able to count on help from him or his tribe now. Is this... Can this planet go in, like, wildly different ways depending on just who you talk to first? I had talking to the elders. I had talked. Talkin'? I had talkin'. That's not a word, is it? Ship parts! I guess I don't need help from them. I got ship parts. How many ship parts do I need? Is that enough? Captain Nameless World. Quest for Starforge. Blah, blah. What's Rakuten research at right now? Oh, they just want info stored in the temple. I can't help but shake the feeling that I fucked something up. But Elder Warrior. Oh, hi. I found him. You have saved me from the savages and their war beasts. Who are you? You're the only survivor. Who are you? I'm one of the elders, the other remaining tribe of Rakata on this island. The tribe you have fought has attempted to destroy us and seize our secrets to gain access to the Temple of the Ancients. Thus far, they have failed. Temple of the Ancients? What's that? No. I was sent by the council to save you. I don't know what I would have done if you had not come. I suppose I would be dead now, like the others they captured with me. Thank you for saving me. I shall attempt to return to the Enclave on my own. I will tell the council of what you have done. Well, you don't really... I have to go back anyway. You don't really gotta rush ahead. Also, wasn't there... No, I was just seeing my companion's, health bars. Okay. Time to head back, I guess. No, use it. Thank you.
Yes?
Yes? Alright, back to the elders. Yeah, no, the quest journal's like, you won't be able to count on help from him anymore. I didn't know I could get help from them. They just opened fire. I wonder if the situation is like basically the same even if you talk to these first. Like you talk to the tribe of the one first and they have similar goals and everything. And then you go to the elders and they're like, you've been working with the enemy. Now you must die. And it's just the same thing, but from a different perspective. Maybe the tribe of the one has less eugenics. I don't know. That would be helpful. Oh, they thought the one had force sensitivity. So the researcher, like, wanted the one as a hostage or something, right? He said something to that effect, but that straight up just wasn't in the cards. I wonder if Revan had, you know, pre-mind wipe, had any dealings with, the one at all. Because the elders, like, immediately recognized me and were like, oh my god, it's you again, it's Revan. These boys... Yeah. That's what we got. That's what they gave me. My neck is doing wonderful right now. Thanks for asking. Now the long trek back to the elders. While I'm near the Evan Hawk, let me switch my party out. I'm curious what the others have to say about this world. Mission in Zalbar, it's been a while. I don't think I'm gonna bother leveling them up because I probably won't speak to them again in a while. This fight might not go my way, specifically because they aren't Force users and... Just spam Force Wave. Go kill this one. He's got one hit left. They've all got one hit left. That went quickly. Alright. Hey, Zalbar. Hey, Zalbar. Hey, Zalbar, we're not still in battle, Zalbar. How do you feel? Oh, there's a lot that I haven't. I was wondering if you could help me with a problem. That doesn't that just lead to no? Unless you want someone threatened or a door Bastian, you should ask someone else. Have anything more to say about yourself, Zalbar? I've already seen all this. Keep talking to him. How do you feel about me being Revan? You rescued me from the Gamorrean slavers. It does not matter to me if you are called Jason, Kimry, or Revan. I've sworn a life debt to you. I will stay with you to the end, Jason Kimry, and I will judge you on your actions as I see them, not on a history I have never known. Nice. Good boy. Good boy, I say to the other sentient creature. Do you know anything about this planet? I don't know much about the planets we visit, but I suppose I should learn. When you ask someone else, I will listen as well. I see. How about you, Mission?
Hey there.
Didn't I already ask about me being Revan?
It seems to me that if you don't really...
Yes, okay.
I don't... Big...
Yeah, okay.
Hey there.
Already done that. I wanted to talk to you about your brother. Does she have anything more
I've
there?
made my peace with Grit. So,
Do you know anything about the planet we're on?
how am I supposed to know anything about this planet?
Yeah?
It's an uncharted world in an unexplored quadrant. I didn't even know this planet was here.
Apparently the
Didn't you
Republic
come back
didn't
here
either.
When you were the Dark Lord? If you don't remember anything about this place, then I guess we're just stumbling in the dark.
That we are.
Sorry I can't be more help, you know? Is there anything else I can do for you?
Never
Okay.
mind. Okay. Hold on. Hold on. HK was Revan's droid. Does HK know anything? Wait, hold on. Juhani too. I'm just going through dialogue at this point. These aren't the ones I'm gonna go in with.
Statement. HK-40.
You don't need to call me master, you know. So, you belonged to Revan originally.
Statement. Yes, Master. You created me shortly after you and your apprentice began your war to conquer the galaxy. I was sent on an assassination mission into Mandalorian space, but I was damaged and unable to return to you. Exclamation. I find this most distressing. I could certainly have protected you from the Jedi and your pupil's betrayal had I returned.
You single-handedly. It's probably better it worked out this way.
Observation. You may be right, Master. This way we are reunited, and neither of us has suffered permanent termination.
God. Am I very much like the Revan you knew? Not at all.
Observation. You are different in many fundamental ways, Master. You have a concern for life. It's unsettling. This cannot solely be caused by memory loss. I do not know how to explain it. Regardless, you do seem to be improved overall from the human I once knew.
Regard for life, that is disturbing. Do you know anything about the Starforge?
Answer. No, Master. You never did make me privy to any of the Starforge's secrets.
What can you tell me of Malik?
Commentary. Your former pupil is efficient and brutal, even for an organic. I rather liked him when you first introduced me to him.
Naturally.
If I had known what he would do to you, Master, I would have gladly removed his entrails right then.
Thank you, I appreciate that. Why the meatbag references? He doesn't like humans?
Answer. It was you who programmed me thus, Master.
I specifically programmed him with,
and I informed him of his meatbag status. He was unimpressed, but you found the reference humorous. You changed my programming so that I would continue to use the term. It drove your
That's
to
wonderful.
lengths of frustration.
So Malik was the original meatbag.
Observation. Of course you do, Master. You did then as well.
That's funny. That's good.
As you did.
Okay. Juhani, this planet.
How may I be a...
Wondering if we could talk.
What is it?
Nothing?
Of course.
I can't even ask her about the planet.
Of course.
She was a last-minute companion. They added her, like, at the very end of development, and I feel like I can tell. She doesn't have any dialogue about this planet, and I think a lot of the planets so far. And her companion quest is bugged beyond all belief, and pretty sure that's why. Anyway, let's, I think I'm gonna go with not Juhani, Jolie and HK. Alright, keep going. Am I going the right way? To temple, yes. Everyone's still alive? Oh, HK needs lots of level ups. I can see the energy shield. Yeah, I'm going this way, right? No, I'm going this way. I gotta turn. I'll level up HK in a bit. I just don't want to bother with it right now. South Beach. Sorry if I'm quiet. There's nothing happening. Oh god, another Rancor. I'm still very curious if, like, how differently the things with the one could have gone. I like how it says he's immune, but he takes damage from it anyway. Maybe it's saying he's immune to something that Jolie keeps trying to use on him. But it definitely is happening every time I use, wave. I'm not complaining that it's effective. Let's not get shocked to death this time, as occurred last time. Elder Settlement. They definitely have the better technology. The one did not have, Oh, Revan, you are back. Our scout has told us of how you rescued him. His injuries are severe, but we believe he will survive. We are grateful for what you have done. So now you will help me. Risking your own life to save our scout seems to prove that you have changed significantly since the last time you were here, Revan. But you have deceived us before. What more do you want from me? We must discuss this in greater detail. We must have some privacy, Revan. We will return when our deliberations are done. Oh, we as in you people have to discuss it. You're gonna have a debate. I am currently waiting on a black screen. Okay. Made a decision, fellas? Revan, you have rescued a member of our tribe from the One at great personal risk to yourself. We believe this action shows you have truly changed since your last visit here. The council has decided we will trust you once more. For many generations, we've sought a way to enter the temple and discover the means to destroy the Star Forge. But only those who can command the Force, those like you, can enter the Temple of the Ancients. We no longer have that power. That was why we helped you the last time you were here. But you cannot enter the temple without our help, Revan. Only the ancient rituals of our people can lower the shield for you to enter. You need us as much as we need you, Revan. Okay, looks like we'll be working together. It's just a matter of will I heed our agreement once I'm inside? And I'm honestly debating, because I don't know how much, like, they've specifically said the secrets inside the temple are helping with their eugenics project. I assume the original Revan probably betrayed them just because the original Revan was an asshole. I am not an asshole. However, I do not support eugenics projects. Looks like we'll be working together then. For our own sake and that of the entire galaxy, we hope you truly mean to atone for your past evils. When you are ready, Revan, we will take you to the temple. But the temple is a piece of sacred power. If you are to enter, you must do so alone, in the tradition followed by our Rakata ancestors for the past 1,000 generations, so no companions. Why do I have to go in alone? Oh god, I hit my mic. When you were last here, we broke the ancient tradition. We allowed you and your apprentice to enter the temple together, and it brought untold suffering upon the galaxy. I don't think it was the conjunction of the two of us being together that caused the bad. When I'm ready, I'll go into the temple alone. Okay. Gotta go, Cam. I'm feeling like doing a sleep. Night, pals. Okay, good night, Donnie. 9 p.m. He's a tired boy. Okay, when I'm ready, I'll go in alone. Then it is done. You have only to let us know when you are ready to enter the temple. I want to ask some questions first. Do you have anything else? Questions about... I just ask the same questions to every person here. Tell me about your tribe, your history, and the temple. You should speak to Astra. Okay, cool. I will do my best to answer your questions. You didn't have to add that, because that means sitting through more dialogue. Why am I playing an RPG? If I'm complaining about dialogue? Tell me about your tribe. I'm more so complaining that I have to physically read all the dialogue. When some of the dialogue is voice acted, they do cheat a lot. The alien voice acting is so they did not have to, so they could just reuse clips instead of having to voice act all the lines. Tell me about your tribe. We're the elders. Okay. After the warlords unleashed their weapons of mass destruction and devastated the world, our ancestors knew we could never allow such technology to be used again. We sealed the knowledge of destruction within the temple, and okay, you've told me this. I have more questions about your history. I want to learn more about the history. You're just repeating yourself over and over. Our history is a long one, but it is also one filled with bloodshed and sorrow. Once the Rakata ruled all the known galaxy, our empire was destroyed by our own corruption. If you wish to know more about this, you can... Okay. What do you know about the other Rakata? They're primitive and gross, and I killed them. Only one other group of Rakata on this island, the Tribe of the One. They would slaughter us if they could, hoping to unlock the secrets hidden away in the temple. Have you tried reasoning with them? We sent emissaries under a flag of truce to try and negotiate with this tribe, but all our envoys were brutally slaughtered. We do have the technology to destroy the One and his followers, but if we kill them all, we will only prove that we have learned nothing over the past 20,000 years. Okay, you've told me this. I think they literally just copy-pasted some of the lines from the historian. What do you know about the Temple of the Ancients? Within its walls, terrible secrets of our ancestors have been locked away. We ourselves can no longer enter the temple. We do not have the power of the Force, but you can enter with our help. Starforge. The Starforge is a blight upon our world, an orbiting symbol of the failures and horrors of our past. We have long searched for a way to destroy it, and now you have finally given us that chance. If you wish to know more about this, then you should speak to Ozra, the Keeper of History. Okay. I'll be back when I'm ready to enter the temple. I want to go speak to Eugenics Man first. Heading out night camp. Okay, bye, Jake. Good night. I'm alone. Is Raymond still here? Where was he? Where was the historian? I think he was on the other side. Yeah, he's not in here. Okay, let's loop around. I'm dancing to my character's footsteps. This is sad. Elder researcher. Where's the other one? Wait, where's the main one? Where is he? Laka. It gave me a name. For cotton research. He is not here. Is there nothing I can do to release these? Likely you will need a special key. This is probably a quest for the One. I've probably forfeit my chance to release these captives. Let me look up this researcher, see if I can still speak to him, because he's not where he was anymore. I don't remember his name. Rakatan researcher, Kodor. Lawa, that's what it was. L-L-A-W-A. Oh, he just wants the data from inside. So the fact that he's not here is fine. Okay, let's keep going then. Video games. Oh, he's right here. Hi. Tell me research again? Okay, no, I've heard this before. Why don't you just ask them for help? Oh my god. I'm having to go through all of this again. Okay. That was all dialogue I'd already been through. Sorry for aggressively skipping through all of it. I guess now I just need to say I'm ready to enter the temple. So, hi. Hello. Ready to enter the temple now. Let's go. The time has come for you to atone for your past crimes, Revan, but the task ahead will be difficult. Those you call Dark Jedi, followers of your old apprentice, now dwell within the temple. There's Dark Jedi inside the temple? How did they get in there? The last time you and Malik entered the temple, you must have found the controls to raise and lower the shields. Those inside can lower the barrier to allow other Force users to enter and exit the temple. But they will not be able to prevent us from using the ritual to gain you access. Once inside, however, we can do nothing to help you. Go to the temple now. We will meet you there once the ritual has been prepared. Remember, in accordance with ancient Rakata tradition, you must enter the temple alone. Alright, we are leaving then. Will it automatically get rid of my companions? Or are they gonna scream at me when I walk up with my companions? Let me go ahead and level up HK. Ready! That was only in my left ear? That was weird. Thankfully, he doesn't have a lot to level up. I'm just gonna give him Master Toughness. I barely ever use him. It doesn't really matter.
Sure.
Sure. I'm just sitting there staring in awe on how adorable Buster is when laying on my bed. Aww. My dog does not lay on my bed. She does not like my room. When I slept inside the house, she would get on my bed. But Bailey does not come in here because this is the water heater room adjacent to the garage. I rant about this often. I do not live in the house proper, basically. Like this shelf behind me is not, someone like built that into the wall. This is a very chaotic, like, strangely put together room. Someone took the water cooler room and decided, no, we have to do something with this. So, in essence, it, like, structurally, like, it suits me. But in terms of, like, the air conditioner, in terms of having a giant water heater in the corner, it's a very strange room. And because of that, my dog will not come in here. She does not like certain rooms of the house. She won't walk past the kitchen. It goes this, garage, kitchen, and she won't walk past the kitchen. She is afraid of the kitchen for some reason. Hi, fellas, you're just waiting there.
What?
I suppose I have to get rid of my companions. That's why they're waiting there. Well, they're waiting there for me, but... Hi, fellas! I will begin the ritual. It will take many hours. But when it is complete, you must be ready. The shields will not stay down for long. Prepare yourself. Wait, someone is coming. Hi, everyone.
Wait, you can't go in there alone.
What are you doing here?
We have had a premonition. The Force has given us a vision. There is great danger within the temple. We cannot let you face it alone.
You might be walking into a trap. Maybe Malik himself is waiting inside. Even if he isn't, that temple will be crawling with Dark Jedi. You'll need all the help you can get.
No other can go with you into the temple. You must enter alone. That is the way of the ancient ritual. Jolie, you can't come. The Rakata won't allow it. I'm not going in after all. Lower the shields. I'm not really in this to respect their cultural traditions and risk my life in doing so. Just because they don't want other people in there. No, I'm not going in alone. No, you must enter the temple alone. I will not lower the shields.
I don't know what he said, but it sounds like your guide's being stubborn. We don't have time for this. The Republic fleet is on the way, and we're stuck on this planet until we deactivate that disruptor field. You have to convince him to get us inside that temple.
I cannot destroy the Starforge alone. They must come with me into the temple. I'm feeling like this isn't gonna work. Lower that shield or I'm gonna cut you into little pieces. Dear God. Persuade. I believe you. The elders have said you wish to destroy the Starforge and end the terrible legacy of our ancestors. If you need help to do this, I will not stand in your way. I will resume the ritual now.
Why do I get the feeling this is going to take a while?
Because he said it would take several hours.
Better stay ready. As soon as those shields go down, we have to get inside the temple.
Oh no, my water's out. Oh my. You're not force sensitive? Alright. So these specific companions are the ones who will follow me in because they're force sensitive. Hello, Malik.
Lord Malik, the preparations are nearly complete. Every day, the Starforge adds more ships to our fleet. It is operating at nearly
that's what it does.
300% of our projections. The fleet is assembling around the Starforge and awaits your instructions.
Patience, Commander.
Oh, he does not have a bottom face.
Nearly ready. Once Bastian joins her battle meditation to our enormous fleet, we shall be invincible. Then
What happened there?
we shall begin our final conquest of the core worlds, and the Republic will be crushed forever.
As you wish, Lord Malik.
What happened? Not like to make fun of or like stare at his injury or anything. I'm just curious. It is very dark in here. Honestly, you know what? I think this is probably a good stopping point. Because 2 of my viewers have left already. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and end it. Let me...
What is it?
Let me level up Juhani. Fun fact, one time when I was resting, Buster just came up and lay his head down on the side of my neck. Aw. Dude, what happened to that guy's mouth? Phenomenal question! He normally, like, wears this, like, big mechanical mouthpiece. He just wasn't wearing it then. Wait, who is this that I'm leveling up? I think it's Jolie. It might be Juhani. It's Juhani. I'm gonna give her night speed. Hopefully she'll use that well. Anyone else need to level up? No. Okay, cool. In that case, oh my god, it is very dark. And it is a maze. Okay. In that case, I'm going to save real quick. And yeah. I think that's gonna be it for today. So tomorrow's Wednesday. Will not be streaming tomorrow. That's my day off. Thursday, we will be back to Knights of the Old Republic, and, we will see if this is the end or not, because apparently there's intense danger waiting for me, but there's probably gonna be more. I imagine we're gonna get at least 2 more streams out of this, but, yeah. Thank you for joining me. I will see you nerds Thursday for more Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. Good night, Raymond. Good night, everyone. That was weird.